Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I recently, about a month ago, my original voiceover microphone broke, so I bought one from Tutcom, and apparently it's not that good because a couple of you guys have complained and said it's not very clear compared to the previous one. So I've been and bought a Rode microphone, which is the one I'm using now. So tell me if you think it's clear or clearer than like a good quality. Anyway, this video is about what I love about Thailand. And I have got a few little nostalgic things in it, which I think will resonate with several of you older guys as well. In the meantime, we'll walk down the Beach Road Market, which was on about a month ago, and I videoed it. So we'll have a walk down there, and we'll have a chat about what we probably love about Thailand, but there's things that you may not be aware of and what have you, and you don't notice it until you're here, until you're living here. Anyway, there's a couple of things which are less obvious. I'll actually start with those because I think they're just peculiar. One of the things is what you miss in the old days. I mean, going back years and years, I remember years ago when I was only very young, and my father used to take me in a car wherever, and he'd pull into a gas petrol station, and the people would come and wipe the windshield and put the petrol or gas into the tank and fill it up, and my father would never get out of the car. He would just sit there, and then he would open the window and pay and drive off, and that's the way it used to be. And of course, that's gone for years and years. That's gone. And anyway, I mean, recently I got myself a car, so I pulled into the gas station and just simply sat in the car with the seatbelt on, run the window down, pulled the little lever that opens the flap, and just said 500 baht, please, 91, and they pour it all in. You don't have to get out the car, nothing. It's just like it used to be years ago. Pass the money over, and then you're off. It's amazing. It's really quite funny. It took me back many years to the old days when I was a kid, I'll tell you. And to be honest, I loved it. I thought it was great. It's nice. It's like going back in time, Another thing which they have here is they have checkouts. They don't, and in supermarkets they don't have self-checkout. It doesn't exist here. You have to actually queue up and go to a checkout and pay, and they actually do it all for you and put it in a bag and what have you. None of this self-checkout business where you've got to do it all yourself. I like stuff like that. It's old-fashioned, yes, but I like it. I think it brings back good memories from years back, and it's the way it should be, in my opinion. And I love that as well. Why not? Another thing which is simply also part of that is I like to pay by cash. I know it's old-fashioned, but I like to do it. I used to do it in the UK years ago, and I like to pay by cash. Obviously, I can pay by card or phone, but I don't like it. I prefer it to the old-fashioned way, and that's what you can do here. But I believe in the West, it's quite difficult to pay by cash in some places. I mean, I heard that Starbucks or somewhere have banned cash altogether, and other places have as well. Well, if that's what you want, that's what you want. But the other thing is, of course, if you pay by phone or card, don't forget, everybody knows where you've spent your money. Don't forget that. They track you. Don't forget that. That's one of the reasons I like cash. Just another thing to love about Thailand. Another thing which I love is the way the medical system is so relaxed. It's not all screwed up and regulated like it is in the UK or many places in the West. For example, I know my body inside out, obviously, and I tend to self-medicate, and I just know what I want. If there's something goes wrong, I know what will fix that, and I can go to a pharmacy and just buy it It's as simple as that. I just get what I want. And there's no hassle from the pharmacy. There's no need to get a prescription or anything like that, you know. I mean, in the West, you've got to go get a doctor's appointment, which takes a week or two, maybe, I think, or more these days, and then explain everything, ask for a prescription and what have you, and you know what they're going to say. So it's all a complete waste of time, because you could have just gone to the pharmacy and bought it, which you're not allowed to do in the West, but here you can. So it saves so much hassle and so much time when you know yourself what you need, you know. I mean, there are certain really good pharmacies here. There's one in particular near the Avenue, which is guys who go do all the weight training and everything. They specialize in stuff for them, and they go there and buy whatever they want without any hassle at all. I mean, I have a pharmacy I've used for years and years up near the top end of Macau. Very nice lady, you know. She knows everything. She's clever. She's obviously very bright. She understands. If I ever say I need this or that or what's that, she'll explain everything in good English, and you just buy what you need, and no hassle. I mean, I did a video before on healthcare about all the hospitals, and you know you've already seen that probably. So that's a different ballgame. I'm really talking about pharmacies, about something not quite so serious or whatever. But that's the way it is. I like the system where you don't have the hassle of going to have to get a doctor's appointment, have to get a prescription, all that business. I just hate all that. I like to just get on with it and it's done and finished, you know. Just the way I am. I mean, I regularly have emails and messages from lots of you guys thinking of coming here to retire, but you have a medical problem and you have to have a particular medicine or something, and you say, oh, is it available in Thailand? It's a little third world country, maybe they don't have it. Believe me, they have it. If they don't have it, they can get it, you know. It's not a third world country at all as far as medicine's concerned, not at all. So don't worry about things like that, okay? You'll be able to get anything you want, pretty much anything, really. I mean, it's such a good system here. So that's for as far as you guys who specialise in a particular thing, that I need this particular drug or whatever. They'll get it for you. They'll order it. They'll get it, okay? So don't worry. I mean, when you come here on your holiday, check. Go in a good pharmacy and check. And you'll find that everything's, pretty much anything's available. Really, it's very good. Anyway, that's pharmacies, okay? Now, another thing which you guys regularly ask me about in the comments and emails is safety. Is Thailand, or Pattaya in this case, safe? And it's absolutely safe. It really is. There's never any hassle. Not really. Not any proper hassle. I mean, you might get some, like those 3 English idiots who started a problem in Soy 6 recently. They're just drunken idiots, you know. You're going to get that. You get it in Benidorm, you get it all over the place. Just some drunken idiots being stupid. But as far as proper crime's concerned, you just don't see it, you know. I mean, like, I believe in the UK, you've got, and America, I believe, you've got a lot of knife crime now. You just don't see that here. Even if you go out at night, even if you go to the nightclubs, which occasionally I do, go look around, you know, you just don't see it. Honestly, it's such a safe place. You can walk back, you could walk all the way up Beach Road, and the worst thing that'll happen to you is some ladyboy will come up and try to accost you. You know, and that's about the worst thing that's going to happen, you know. Most of the time, or pretty much all the time, there's just no hassle. That's one thing, more thing I love about Thailand, the fact that it's so safe. And Pattaya, I mean, it's a big party town. You'd think it would be sort of unsafe in many ways, but it's not. It's really safe, you know. So don't worry about that. That's something else that people ask about. Anyway, I mean, Let's see what else. What else is there that I love about Thailand? So what else do I love about Pattaya in particular is amazing for you can get anything shopping basically shopping you can get anything. I mean, there's the three big C's, north, there's Klang, and then south, which are not only supermarkets, they also have restaurants inside, they have other shops inside, so they're not just simply supermarkets, they're like a big mall. Then you've got the main three big malls, like Royal Garden, Central Festival, Terminal 21, all huge malls, which I think a lot of malls in the West have been closing down in the cities, haven't they? You have to go outside a lot of the time. And then, of course, don't forget you've got Mike Shopping, which is for all the copies, and then Night Bazaar again for all the copies, which is on Second Road opposite Central Festival. And on top of all that, you've then got all the markets. I mean, they're just like springing up everywhere now. We've got the one which recently just opened on Beach Road. You've got Taprasit, you've got the one at the bottom of Sorbicao, one at the top of Sorbicao. There's all sorts, there's loads of markets. I mean, you can buy anything here, and it's all, well, the markets especially, are all cheap. The malls, you can choose. There are cheaper sections, and they also have all the food. I mean, the food is amazing in Thailand. That's another thing which, I mean, you can only just love the food, can't you? Really? Look at this. What they're selling here. And this is just a little row of tents, basically, on the beach, and look what they're selling. So there's so much. There's really so much. In the way of what you can buy here, what you can spend your money on. I mean, I'm not even going in this particular video. I'm not really going into the nightlife side of things, because you know all about that. I mean, you have to be careful with regard to nightlife as far as spending money is concerned. You can run away with you. You have to be careful. I mean, a recent video I did about some of the bars, the dancing bars. Some of you guys have commented, I went there and it was shot after shot after shot. And well, that's your own fault. You're the one buying them. You're the one saying, yes, yes, yes. You've got to learn to say no, no, no. You know what I mean? You've got to learn how to be in a place like Pattaya. You can't be bowled over by it and say, I'll have this and this and this and this and yes, yes, yes. It'll cost you a fortune. So you've got to learn how to be. As far as the nightlife's concerned, just take it easy. Take it easy. Don't go crazy. I know what it's like. And I mean, before I used to come on holiday, I know what it's like. But you've got to love the nightlife here, haven't you? You really, really have. There was one other thing I would like to just... I'll tell you a little story now, what happened only the other day. I was... Because various comments from you guys about how much girls make, and I told you how much they make, because I know how much they make. And you get these comments going back saying, oh, no, they don't, they're poverty-stricken, they can't pay the rent and all that. I thought, oh, you fool. You just listen to the garbage, you listen to the lies and being fooled by it. No, okay, that's not the way it is. I'll give you an example, okay? The other day I went into a dancing bar, we'll call it. I hadn't been there for a long time, and I just was chatting to the owner, and then this girl came up to me and said, hi, how are you? Haven't seen you from ages and ages. And I looked at her, I thought, oh, this is one of my old ones from pre-pandemic days, when she used to work in a normal bar. And she did well. She already did well. She was always very good looking, about an 8 or a 9, and she always did well. But I said, oh, you said you're working here now? She said, yeah, I've been working here for about a year. And she was the one. I had done a video a while ago, and I told you that she'd worked for 10 years or something, or 8 years, whatever, and bought a house. And then in the pandemic time, her mother sold the house because her mother was a gambler, and she lost everything in the pandemic years. If you remember the video, the story. Well, this was the same girl. She came back and started chatting to me, and because of she told me what happened, she felt obviously obliged to say to me what she was actually earning now. I didn't ask. She volunteered the information, and she said, "Oh, it's really good here. I earn 30,000 baht a week. Sorry, not a week, a 10-day period in a tack, and that's like 90,000 baht on each month, and that's what she earns, and she doesn't bar fine. That's just wages and drinks, no bar fines. She doesn't bar fine. She's got a regular boyfriend who's full time. They live together. So this is what it's like here. Yeah, the girls are making very good money. They really are. A lot of them are. So don't be fooled by the BS. Okay. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to tell you how I felt about Thailand and Pattaya and the good things. If you guys are thinking of kind of retiring here, then don't worry about stuff. It's really, really very civilized here. Okay. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please look at Patreon. It's fantastic now. It's really getting good. And please subscribe, like, share, ring the bell, and see you on the next video, guys.